Ava, I need to talk to you. Do you have a minute? I need to ask you a favor. Come on, I don't have all day. Answer me, will you? Ava!
Hey, Mom. What is it? It's not like you to message me. You want me to do a favor for you, huh? What evil plan have you cooked up to torture me this time?
Ava, you know me so well. But this isn't about you, so just listen. Emma's getting married. Isn't it wonderful? I'm so proud of my baby. Her fiancé is a handsome young man and works at a brokerage firm. He's very successful, and let's just say his salary is nothing to sneeze at.
Wow, that's great, Mom. He sounds like the perfect man. I guess congratulations are in order. My twin sister is getting married. That's a huge milestone.
I know, right? I know. So you want Emma to have the best possible wedding she could imagine, right? The wedding date is already set. It's a month from now. It's coming up soon.
What? A month from now? Isn't that too soon? There's so much to plan before a wedding.
They say fools rush in, but you can't stop love. They're doing fine planning the wedding. I'm doing everything in my power to help out as well. I happen to have a friend who works at one of the most stunning wedding venues in the city, so we got a booking on a date with a canceled reservation. My friend helped with a lot of the other arrangements too. We were introduced to a wonderful caterer that will do Greek and Spanish fusion, as requested by the bride and groom. And the flowers are stunning too. I got a pretty good deal on everything because of my connections. It really does pay to have friends.
Well, that's very nice for Emma. I'm sure her wedding will be beautiful. So, when is the wedding? I have plans on the third Sunday next month, but I think I'm free on the other Saturdays and Sundays. I wish I'd known sooner. I need to get a dress, too. I'm guessing she's coordinating colors for the bride's party?
Oh, Ava, you don't need to worry about any of that. Emma's not inviting you to begin with. No need to worry about finding a dress that doesn't make you look like a hippo, and no need to know the date.
What? I'm not invited?
Yeah. Like I said, Emma's fiancé is very handsome. Like Calvin Klein underwear model hunk level. You understand? I honestly think Emma and Beckett are the most photogenic, Instagrammable couple in the world. They are absolutely beautiful together. The wedding is going to be magical. They're going to look like a fairy tale prince and princess. So, it wouldn't quite fit in, if you know what I mean.
I don't understand. It's my twin sister's wedding.
It's like if there was a Disney princess ball with all the glitz and glamour you can imagine, and Shrek showed up. You're Shrek in this scenario. It's hilariously unfortunate how ugly you turned out considering your sister is such a beauty. Maybe she got all the beauty genes and you got left with freckles and red hair. Emma is such a doll with her long blonde hair and sparkling blue-green eyes. She says she's constantly gawked at in the streets. You're her actual twin, born only a few minutes before her. And look at you, with your crazy red hair and your pudgy frog face. God is cruel sometimes. Seriously though, if you sat in the family section and people from Beckett's family saw you, they're going to think Emma's had plastic surgery. Can you imagine? It would be a disaster. It's just better if you're not there.
Wait, you're serious? You don't want me to go to Emma's wedding because I'm ugly? That doesn't even make sense. I know I don't look like Emma, and even if you think I'm ugly, I'm still her twin sister. I want to be there for my baby sister.
Emma doesn't want you to come either. She was very clear about it. If the bride herself doesn't want you to attend, I think you need to respect her wishes. This day is about her, not you.
What? Emma really said she doesn't want me to come?
She says she's only inviting her beautiful friends, too. This is going to be the most beautiful wedding people have ever seen. No uggos. The sadly misshapen of society, like you, can stay home. She doesn't want any gremlins ruining her photos.
She's only inviting her good-looking friends? That is so shallow. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, though. We are talking about Emma here. She once threw out all my American Girl dolls because they were gross and fat. Not everyone is a Barbie like her. She doesn't care who she hurts making these ridiculous rules and judging people by their appearance. I'm not sure she even thought about how I would feel about this.
That's just how Emma is. She's in your face and doesn't give a hoot. She's used to getting what she wants, Ava. Beautiful people live in a different world than you. You wouldn't understand.
Fine, Mom. Whatever. Emma's beautiful. Let her have what she wants, as usual. Not like my opinion counts for anything. I'm not condoning this, but it's pointless to put up a fight here. I hope this beautiful people-only wedding doesn't blow up in her face. I won't be attending Emma's wedding, as requested by the bride-to-be herself.
Great. Alrighty then. I'm glad that's settled. Oh, but you are still her sister. She has a fundraiser online for her wedding, and all her friends and family are pitching in. They're setting up a system where people can contribute at the door instead of bringing a present. This is a sacred ceremony for your little sister. Even if you're not attending, you need to be generous, okay? The wedding has to be perfect, and perfection costs money.
Ava! What are you doing? Tomorrow's my big day. I'm finally getting married. Aren't you happy for me? I don't see any contributions from you on my fundraiser site. What's with the delay?
Yeah, I saw your website. I guess this is a pretty common thing now?
Huh? Crowdfunding? Well, duh. I totally fundraise for all kinds of things. This is a wedding fundraiser, so family is expected to donate at least $1,000, preferably more.
Yeah, I saw you actually posted that on the website.
Anyway, it said the deadline is on the day of the wedding. Well, yeah. The people who come to the ceremony can donate with the QR code we have set up at the reception. But you're not coming to the wedding, so you're going to do it online anyway, right? Then don't you think you should have it done before the day of the wedding? You know, in case there's some issue with your card or the website or something.
I didn't think it mattered when I paid, as long as you got your money. Why are you being so pushy?
I don't want you to bail on me, that's why. I know you're just going to forget or something. Don't be sneaky, Ava. I know you're jelly because your twin sister is getting married before you. I mean, what did you expect? I guess being ugly on the outside didn't make you a better person on the inside. That's so sad.
I'm not trying to get out of contributing, Emma. I'll get to it. I don't need a reminder from you.
All right then. I'll look forward to seeing your contribution tomorrow. Remember, it's a sacred ceremony. This is one of those times you've got to dig deep and really be generous. It's for your twin sister. I'm sure you can do $3,000. Don't be a cheapskate, okay?
What? I'm not giving you $3,000. Are you kidding me? You're not telling me you don't have enough money to cover your costs, are you? You don't expect everything to be covered by this fundraiser. You'd better not expect any more money from me. My savings are off limits.
I'm not going to steal your troll money, Ava. You can keep it under your bridge where you hoard your treasures.
Haha, ouch.
Besides, Mom said she's going to pay for the wedding. Mom and Dad have a savings account for our weddings. Did you know that? Maybe not, since no one expects your fugly butt to get married. That's why they said I could have the whole thing. I'm so lucky. I got the looks and the wedding fund.
Good for you, Emma. It must be nice to get everything with your looks. Even our parents' affection.
I know, right? My wedding tomorrow is going to be gorgeous. We went all out with everything. I know my photos are going to go viral. We're going to have a crew taking videos for TikTok the whole time. Luxury wedding. Beautiful people. It's the perfect setup. It's going to be #aesthetically pleasing. There's going to be choreographed dancing too. I can't wait.
I heard from Mom. So the whole point of the wedding is to go viral on TikTok? It just seems weird to me.
You don't get it. It's not just about TikTok. It could be a career changer. I could get modeling jobs or become an influencer.
Uh-huh. I'm not sure things are going to be that easy. You need a gorgeous wedding packed with happy people, right?
I've heard rumors about your wedding, Emma. Stuff about you and Beckett, too. Is it true you stole him from his high school sweetheart? They were dating since 8th grade, right?
So what? He's mine now. What's the problem?
The rumor is you got him drunk and made sure his girlfriend caught you guys making out. That's pretty low, Emma.
What can I say? I get what I want. It's just part of pretty privilege. His horse-faced ex can suck it.
Emma! You don't think you can keep living your life like this?
What do you mean? It's worked so far. You've seen all your life growing up. Our parents are the most obvious example. Mom and Dad let me get away with anything and gave me everything I wanted. Why? Because I'm beautiful. How about you? They couldn't stand you. I remember they got mad at you once when you got 98% on a test. I never got in trouble for grades in my entire life. Even when I came home with a 0% on a test, they would just say I don't need to worry about book smarts. I can get whatever I want in life. The beautiful people I invited to my wedding should know what I'm talking about. No one is going to be concerned with how I stole Beckett from What's-Her-Face. They're all part of the pretty privilege group.
I guess there's no use trying to tell you otherwise. I hope you get what you want. I won't attend your wedding, as you requested, but I do hope you have a wonderful time. It's a celebration of your love with Beckett. I wish you both the best and hope you have a long, happy marriage.
Thanks, Ava. That's very nice of you. I guess I should wish you the best, too. I hope you can find a boyfriend that doesn't mind looking at your repulsive face. I hope someday someone will ask you to marry him, even though he'd probably have to be blind.
Ava, it's an emergency. Answer your phone. You need to gather as many of your friends as possible and come to Emma's wedding venue right away. What? What are you talking about? Is everything all right? You're having a problem with the wedding? I don't know why this is happening, but Emma's friends are all canceling at the last minute. No one's showing up, and Emma's going crazy. She's trying to contact the people on her guest list, but no one's answering her calls or returning her messages. It's a disaster. I can't believe these people. Emma was kind enough to invite them to her beautiful wedding, and this is how they thank her? They're horrible. Mom, calm down. The last-minute cancellations are probably a retaliation to Emma's selfish rules and cruel discrimination. What are you talking about? Don't be ridiculous. Do you know something about this? You didn't do anything out of spite, did you? Well, it probably has to do with a couple of things. First of all, apparently Emma stole the groom-to-be, Beckett, from his longtime girlfriend. He was with his girlfriend from when they were kids, for over 10 years. Of course, a lot of her friends grew up with both of them and thought that was pretty skanky of Emma. Beckett's ex is super sweet and very popular. And another thing, the whole only inviting beautiful people. Everybody found out about it, and basically it offended everyone, invited or not. She's stealing boyfriends and judging her friends based on attractiveness. Of course people don't want to attend her wedding. The last-minute cancellations are probably planned to get back at her. What? I can't believe Emma's friends are being so petty. What kind of animal cancels on the day of the wedding? You know what it is? People envy Emma for her beauty. That's why they're sabotaging her. Stealing a girl's boyfriend and organizing an aesthetically pleasing wedding is just the way Emma chooses to be ambitious. She gets what she wants. Pretty privilege. I guess your beautiful daughter can do no wrong in your eyes. You really think pretty privilege applies to everything, don't you? Of course it does. The world is cruel, Ava. You know that. My beautiful girl deserves everything she gets. Going back to the issue at hand, though, if Emma's ingrate friends are all canceling last minute on purpose, there's no use trying to contact them, right? Yeah, I guess so. It's a little too late to be changing their mind. Fine. We'll have to go with Plan B then. You'll just have to bring every single friend you can find and bring them to the wedding hall. We're just going to get as many seat fillers as we can. That's the only way to get through this. You want me to bring my friends? I'm not going to let Emma sit through a wedding with none of her friends attending. She's going to be humiliated. Look, this is the last resort. I don't care how ugly they are. Just bring over your friends.
If you cooperate, I suppose we can change the original agreement and let you attend the wedding.
Wow, thanks for the offer, Mom, but I don't think so. I don't want to get my friends involved either.
I never thought having a twin would come in handy like this. You're the same age and went to the same school as Emma. Most of your friends are the same age, and I'm sure you both hung out around the same people too. I guess the misshapen twin can be useful from time to time. Anyway, you get the picture. We don't have time to waste. Just start contacting everyone you know from school. Tell them to show up looking decent, too. Let me know as you get back answers. There's a lot to prepare over here, too. Now, get to it!
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I can't believe you even suggested it. It's not going to work anyway, and I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. Not that that would matter to you. Her friends made a decision based on how Emma's been acting. I'm not going to spend time defending her actions or trying to convince people to attend her wedding. Please keep me out of this. I'm not going to do anything.
How can you say that? This is your sister's wedding we're talking about. You're a cruel, selfish sister, you know that? You're just as ugly on the inside as you are on the outside. Your twin sister's wedding is today, and none of her friends are attending. Are you really okay with that? She's going to be mortified on what's supposed to be the happiest day of her life. Just get as many people as you can to fill the seats. Now!
I can't, even if I wanted to. I'm at my own wedding right now.
Huh? Wedding? What do you mean?
I'm getting married today. I have a big day too, Mom. I can't really help with Emma's wedding. I obviously can't attend her wedding. I need to be at my own wedding. I'm getting ready as we speak. Most of my friends are already here, waiting for the ceremony to start.
You're really having a wedding right now?
I'm so confused. I mean, I can gather my friends, but I'm not going to take them to Emma's wedding. What am I going to do? Show up in my wedding dress?
Ava, I need you to explain what's going on. Are you really getting married?
Yes, Mom, I'm really getting married.
This is so bizarre. How can this happen? Is this some sort of scheme you plan to ruin your sister's wedding?
It's so like you to blame me. I told you, I just did what I was told and didn't attend. I didn't have anything to do with the other guests not coming.
Then why are you having a wedding on the exact same day as your sister?
I know, I was surprised too. We are twins after all. I guess something made us choose the same date.
Really? So you're saying it's a total coincidence that you chose your date on the same day as Emma? Give me a break, Ava.
I didn't even know about her engagement when I set my date. Then a month before my wedding date, she suddenly announces she's engaged and getting married on the same day.
I suppose coincidences like that have happened before. You don't look anything like her, but there is a weird connection between you two. But how can you be getting married anyway? You're too ugly to get a boyfriend, let alone get someone to ask you to marry him.
Well, I guess you were wrong, Mom. I'm getting married. Justin and I have been together for 3 years.
3 years? There's no way. I would have known about it.
How would you know if I didn't tell you about him?
I guess you were too ashamed to bring him around. What kind of loser is he? He must be pretty desperate if he's marrying you.
Right. I'm so ugly. How could any man love me? You seriously think that, right?
It's just reality, Ava. Prove me wrong. He's a loser. What does he do for work?
He's a major in the army. He's a great guy, Mom. I know you won't believe me, but he thinks I'm pretty.
Yeah, right. He's lying to you. Oh, Ava, look at reality. And more importantly, the mirror. There's got to be something wrong with him if he wants to marry you. Who willingly signs up to wake up and see that ugly horse face every day?
Just stop, Mom. Once again, this is my wedding day. I really don't need this today of all days. Can't we just talk about what's going on?
No. What is it? Is he a drunk? Oh, I know. He's abusive. Wait, is he sick? You should have told us. We need to know what you're getting us into.
I've been with him for 3 years, Mom. It's pretty obvious I kept him away from you guys.
So what are you hiding from us?
It's not that I'm hiding Justin from you. More like the other way around.
What? Are you saying we're an embarrassment to you?
Yeah, Mom. You're always judging people by their looks and berating me, calling me ugly.
Oh, boo-hoo. I'm just telling it how it is. This is the world we live in, Ava. Get used to it.
No, that's the world you live in. Plenty of people enjoy life getting to know people for who they are, not being judgmental and condescending.
Quit it with the melodrama, Ava. I'm not interested.
Fine. I'm just explaining why I didn't introduce Justin to you. I'm keeping him away from your hateful, abusive words.
Whatever. So, you planned a wedding and didn't invite us?
Yeah, I didn't tell you, Dad or Emma. Sorry, but I didn't want you there judging my friends on their appearance.
Oh, get a sense of humor, Ava. Only beautiful people should be drama queens.
You just keep proving my point. I did invite everyone else, though. Justin's parents, our friends, some military people.
How dare you cut us out of your wedding like that? Who do you think you are, you ungrateful little brat?
I'm the daughter who is cutting ties with all of you, as of my wedding day today. This was my plan all along. I've talked about it with Justin since we got engaged.
Huh? Cut ties? What do you mean?
I mean, like, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Ever again.
Are you serious?
Yes, Mom. Like I said, I've been thinking about this for a long time. I don't want your negativity in my life anymore.
Negativity?
The way you've glorified Emma for being beautiful and treated me like trash for not meeting your beauty standards all our life is not right.
That's just family. We get in each other's faces.
My friends all support me too. We all grew up together, remember? They know Emma.
Emma is very popular. Anyone talking bad about her is just jealous.
She does whatever she wants with no regard to others and gets away with it, but everyone knows. She stole a boyfriend from one of the girls we grew up with. We grew up in the same circle. She lost a lot of respect for that one. Then she has the audacity to invite people to her wedding based on their attractiveness? Everyone was appalled.
What? I bet the people invited were happy. It's basically a compliment to be invited.
No, it's not, Mom. Everyone thought it was shallow and demeaning. Why do you think they canceled?
It was going to be fun, though. There were TikToks and dances planned.
Yeah, she went way overboard with that, too. She was completely obsessed and such a bridezilla.
It's her special day. She wanted everything to be perfect.
Yep. And she kept pestering people with her rules and dances. She even called up people who checked will not be attending to convince them to come to the wedding.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She basically alienated everyone with her egocentric attitude. The people she called friends were just being polite because she's my sister. None of them actually consider her a friend.
Now you're just being spiteful.
The reality is, all our friends are at my wedding, and you're asking me to bring guests to Emma's empty wedding.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Speaking of weddings, I set up a crowdfund for my wedding too.
Emma was right. It was so easy. Huh? A crowdfund?
Yeah, for my wedding. I'll be expecting her to pitch in for my wedding. We are twin sisters, after all. She should celebrate for me, just like I did for her. I guess $3,000 is appropriate.
$3,000? What are you two doing giving each other that kind of money?
I don't want to get into it right now. You can ask Emma about it. But please let her know that I'll be expecting that $3,000 for my crowdfunding, just like hers.
Okay.
Fair is fair, right? Anyway, I've got to go. My wedding's about to start. Bye! Ava! I need your help! Please! I need you to lend me some money. I swear I'll pay you back.
You want me to lend you money?
What are you talking about? You haven't even paid your contribution for my wedding crowdfund. I know. I'll pay it as soon as I can, okay? This is urgent, though. I need you to lend me some money right away for my wedding.
Huh? Your wedding? Didn't you just have one a couple of days ago?
Ava, don't be cruel. That wasn't a wedding.
Didn't you get married?
None of my friends came. I was mortified. There was no way I could go through with a wedding in that situation. So I postponed it.
What?
So you didn't go through with the ceremony? I couldn't. It was so awkward. Half the tables were empty.
Yeah, that sounds pretty
uncomfortable. I'm just going to have a do-over. I'm going to plan a beautiful ceremony again. And while I prepare, I'll convince my friends to come. I need to have my perfect wedding.
Convincing everyone might be harder than you think. Everyone was pretty pissed at the way you've been acting. It was way worse after you set your sights on Beckett.
I just have to. I need them to come to my wedding. That's why I need you to lend me money. Ava, please. I'll never ask you for anything ever again.
Wait, you're not going to try to pay everybody to come to the wedding, are you? That's pretty sad. I might be up for paying to see that.
I'm not paying everyone to come. It would cost way too much. I need the money to pay for the wedding costs. Since it was on the day of the wedding that I postponed it, the wedding venue and all the vendors are charging me full price. I can't believe this is legal. They're saying I canceled the wedding.
Well, because you did, Emma. Everything was set up and ready to go, right?
I keep telling them it's a postponement, but no one cares. They're all counting my real wedding as a new booking. I have to pay for everything all over again. There's no way we can cover it on our own.
I don't think anybody's being unreasonable here. Save you, maybe. It's not like the cancellation was due to a COVID lockdown or natural disaster. They're not going to make an exception because your guest decided not to show up.
That's why I'm asking you to lend me some money. I'll pay you back, so please.
Why are you asking me? Why don't you ask Mom? Isn't she your go-to for this kind of thing? I'm sure she would be happy to pay for her beautiful daughter's beautiful wedding.
I know, right? I'm her princess. But I already asked her. She said no.
What? She said no to you? Are you okay?
She said she just can't justify paying for the same thing twice. Dad says we can't afford it too.
Huh. I never thought I'd see the day our parents say no to you.
Stop making fun of me, Ava. This is the worst thing that ever happened to me in my entire life. I need your help. Don't you want to help your little sister?
You're only a few minutes younger than me, Emma.
I heard your wedding was pretty modest. Not over the top or anything. But you had a lot of guests come, right? I heard like 200.
250, actually.
Wow, really? Anyway, I'm sure they must have contributed to your crowdfund a lot, right?
Uh-huh.
And since your wedding didn't cost so much, you must have money left over that you can lend me.
I see. I guess it's just in your nature to receive but not give. I'm not going to ask my friends for money, Emma. I just set up the crowdfund because you were so adamant I contribute to yours.
What? So your friends didn't pay for your wedding?
No. We each had our savings, and Justin's parents gave us some money as a wedding present.
Wait, so what about the crowdfunding?
I just thought it was easier to set up the website than argue with you about your demands. You said I'm obligated because I'm family, right?
Fine. But you still got regular wedding gifts and maybe money from your husband's parents, right? How much did they give you?
I'm not telling you that. It's none of your business.
It's enough to lend me some, though.
Look, yes, we received a lot of gifts from friends and family. You understand they were gifts to us, Justin and me, to celebrate our union. The money is for us to start our life together as a family. I don't intend on spending it on anything other than Justin and me. Especially not on a ridiculous retry at a disaster of a wedding you ruined at your own hands, Emma.
Don't say that!
It's true, Emma. You were the one that ruined your wedding. People see that you think you're better than them because you're beautiful.
But I can't help how I look.
This isn't about how you look. It's about how you act. Do you really think it was right stealing Beckett from his girlfriend?
Stealing is such an ugly word. He liked me more than he liked her. I just met him after her, you know?
Didn't you get him drunk and stage an affair to make them break up?
What? How do you know about that?
Everyone knows about it, Emma. You may be beautiful on the outside, but everybody sees you're ugly on the inside. You need to stop judging people by how they look and really think about who you are.
All right. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I called you ugly and ganged up on you with Mom to make fun of you. It was wrong of us. I'm really, truly sorry from the bottom of my heart.
It's too little, too late, Emma.
But Ava, we're sisters. Let's start over. You know, support each other like twins should from now on.
Really? After 2 decades of constantly bashing my looks with Mom and basically manipulating both our parents into rejecting me completely, now you want to make up?
That's so like you, Emma. The world just revolves around you all the time, doesn't it?
We're sisters! We have a special bond!
Sharing DNA isn't the same as sharing a bond.
Don't be ridiculous! We're twins! And this just isn't fair!
Huh? What do you mean it's not fair?
You had a big wedding and invited all our friends! I'm not letting you get away with that, you know. My twin sister just stealing my guests away like that? This is all your fault to begin with. You need to pay to fix this.
Emma, calm down. I didn't do any of this to you. Stop blaming me for your life.
My ugly sister has a big wedding and I get humiliated? It's not fair!
Look, people were already down on you for the Beckett thing. Then you started inviting only your Instagram-friendly friends. That was bad enough, being so condescending to begin with. You didn't even want your twin sister there.
I already apologized for that.
The point is, you alienated yourself, all on your own. Don't try to blame me.
But you got everything and I got nothing.
All our lives, you got all the attention and all the good things that came with it. I don't think fairness is a good argument for you.
I just need to do everything all over again. I have to have my beautiful wedding. There's no way I'm going to have a humiliating disaster be my memory of my wedding day forever. That's why I need you to lend me money as my big sister. You need to help me.
It doesn't matter how many times you ask. The answer is always going to be the same.
But Ava, we're family.
About that. Haven't you heard from Mom? I've decided to cut ties with all of you as of my wedding day, actually.
Huh?
I'm not your sister anymore. Consider me unrelated to the family. So obviously, I don't want you contacting me for any reason, and I definitely won't be lending you any money. Oh, and all our friends are saying the same.
What? My friends too?
I guess I should say my friends. You may think of them as your friends, but they don't feel the same way about you. They were just tolerating your presence because you're my sister.
That's not true. We all grew up together.
Yeah, we all grew up together, and they know you. They know you're a conceited, spoiled, egotistical, blonde bimbo.
Oh, shut up! You're just trying to hurt my feelings.
Come on, Emma. We went to the same schools, all the way from kindergarten through high school. All our friends saw how you treated me, belittling me in front of them and calling me ugly.
That's just sister stuff.
Mom and Dad are the only ones that think you're a princess and deserve to be treated like one solely based on your looks. In the real world, you're mean and rude to everyone and generally unpleasant to be around. Your friends see you for who you are, someone who only cares about her looks and her selfish needs.
Really?
Really, Emma. You weren't really close to any of them, were you? Do any of them call you to hang out?
Well, not really.
You tagged along wherever I went, and my friends weren't going to kick you out or be rude to your face. Some of them were really surprised to even be invited to your wedding. They didn't feel like you guys were close enough for you to be inviting them to your wedding at all.
What? So you're saying none of them are my friends?
Sorry. The truth hurts.
They were all just pretending to like me?
Not even. They just didn't object to your presence. Of course, they are being pretty clear now.
I can't believe this. You're saying you, the ugly twin, have all these friends, and I, the beautiful one, have no friends at all? That doesn't make any sense. This isn't happening.
I mean, it already happened, Emma. The wedding fiasco was in no way subtle. Everybody came to my wedding. No one showed up at your wedding. It's just a fact.
I can't believe all our friends chose the ugly twin over beauty. They're such awful people. I can't believe my friends would be so harsh.
They're not your friends, Emma. I keep telling you. You're the one that's awful. Judging your friends based on who you want in your stupid Instagram pictures. Did you even think about how people would feel?
Well, I thought the people I invited would be flattered.
The ones I didn't invite don't matter. Right. I guess you still don't understand what's wrong with what you did there. No one would have showed up to your wedding anyway. Didn't you call the people that RSVP'd not attending and try to convince them to come? They were literally telling you to your face they don't want to go to your wedding.
Why? It's so not fair.
Nobody likes a conniving boyfriend stealer, too. People know about your dirty tricks and how you stole Beckett. This has nothing to do with me being ugly or me being your twin sister. It doesn't even have to do with you being beautiful, believe it or not. No one likes you. If you want someone to blame, you need to take a good long look at the mirror. I can't. What am I supposed to do? I've got to go, Emma. I'm on my honeymoon. Please don't contact me again. Don't worry. You may not have friends, but Mom and Dad still love their little princess. I hope you guys have a beautiful life. Bye forever! I cut off all contact with all of my family members immediately after that conversation. Apparently, all of our friends have already blocked Emma on their socials and are refusing to answer her calls. Despite this fact, Emma continues to be obsessed with the idea of redoing her beautiful, picture-perfect wedding. She seems to be of the misguided notions that her friends will eventually forgive her and is adamant she will be having them all attend an even more extravagant ceremony than the one planned before. Completely alone with no social life, she is working at the food court 6 days a week to save money for this fictional event. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Diane, I need to talk to you. This is important. Get back to me ASAP.
Mom? What's going on? I'm on break now. I can talk for a bit. Is everything okay?
Good. This is important, so I want you to listen carefully. It's official now. Oliver is getting married. It's a match made in heaven. I couldn't be happier for them. We just went to meet the bride-to-be's family at their house. We had a wonderful time.
What? You went to their house? I wasn't even told about it. Why didn't you invite me? It was a family meet and greet, right?
Yeah, but you know, you're always at work or locked in your room painting, and you never go out anymore. I didn't think it was necessary to let you know of yet another event you can't attend.
No, Mom. I could have adjusted my shifts at work. I'm sure they would have understood. It's a big deal. I'm Oliver's only sister. Of course I want to be there to support him. I want to meet Oliver's fiancé's family, too, and I bet they intended for the whole family to come. I hope they weren't offended I missed it.
Diane, you've always been such a clueless girl, ever since you were little. You think you not being there would make a bad impression. Quite the opposite. Having a failure at the table would be such an embarrassment, for your brother and for us as parents. This was not one of your pot-smoking grunge parties. These are sophisticated people. Your brother went to an Ivy League university, did his master's, and has an amazing job at a hedge fund. You, on the other hand, are a bartender with no prospects. A total disappointment. I was never going to invite you in the first place. I don't want them associating us with the kind of uneducated, unintelligent bums that you hang around.
Huh? Is that really how you feel about me?
Look, this isn't an ordinary family we're talking about. Oliver's fiancée, Marlene, is the daughter of a couple with a very lucrative family business. Their company is grossing hundreds of millions, and they kept it all in the family. Marlene's a legit heiress, Diane. She's highly educated as well. She graduated top of her class at Yale and got her master's at Harvard. She works for a financial company now and is making 7 figures. She's only 26, Diane. Now, let's take a look at my 27-year-old daughter. She declared she wanted to become an artist, applied to a bunch of art programs but couldn't get into any, and ended up becoming a bartender. You have to understand there are places where you just can't fit in, and this is one of those times you're just better off staying away. For everyone's sake.
Wow, Mom. All right, I get it. So I'm always going to be the black sheep of the family. I'm used to Oliver talking to me like that, but I never thought you'd all ostracize me like this. I guess I'm not welcome anywhere with you guys.
That's right, Diane. I guess you're starting to get the picture. Oh, wait, there's more though. We got to talking at the wonderful lunch they set up for us, and it turns out Marlene's workplace is quite close to our house. It's about 10 minutes walking distance. And that got us thinking about Oliver and Marlene moving into our house. It just makes sense. When they get married, they can live in our house. We could make it comfortable for the newlyweds.
Moving in with your in-laws right after getting married? Are you sure Marlene is okay with that? It doesn't seem that comfortable to me. It seems a little rushed. You barely even know each other that well yet. And living under the same roof can be stressful, even for family. Take it from me. I'm sure they would rather move out and get their own place and enjoy newlywed life with just the two of them.
You'd think so, right? But they're both actually all for living at home with us. What a happy surprise! I think it's because they're both so realistic and financially aware. Such impressive kids. They say this way they can be close to us and save money on rent and utilities, so they can put away more money for the future. They're so responsible. You could learn a thing or two from them, Diane. They're both professionals and work long hours, so I offered to do all the housework. That way they can focus on their careers and not worry about little things at home. Marlene was very happy to hear that. It seems she had a nanny and housekeeper all her life, so she's not used to doing housework.
Yeah, I guess that's nice for her. So now Marlene is going to be living with us too? It's going to be a full house. 5 adults under one roof. I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's so sudden, and I haven't even met her yet. You're basically inviting a stranger to live with us. You're really fine with this?
Oh, Diane, you keep missing the point. Clueless as usual. You think you're going to be here as well? You've got to think pretty highly of yourself to think that you can just mooch off your parents at 27. No, it's time for you to get out. We're going to be redoing your room for Marlene. She's going to need a home office, and it should help her feel much more comfortable moving in with us. So it's time you pack your things and get out. You're taking up precious space.
What? You're kicking me out? I just found out Oliver got engaged and suddenly I'm homeless?
Oliver is a blessing to our family. He's accomplished everything we'd hoped he would and then some. He's successful and found a well-educated girl from a very good family to marry. You, on the other hand, are a failure that couldn't even get into art school. It's like you were the anti-Oliver. You can't do a single thing right. You're a flipping bartender at some miserable hole for lowlifes. What are you doing with your life? There's no ambition, no advancement, no future. And don't even get me started on your personal life, or lack thereof. What adult stays at home painting all day on her days off? That's why you haven't had a boyfriend in years. Pathetic. You're never going to give me any grandchildren. Honestly, I don't see you benefiting this family in any way. We don't need you around anymore. Got it?
You've been pretty honest with me all my life, I think. You've always berated me for not being as good as Oliver, and told me I'm worthless and didn't deserve all the things that he got. I remember when we were in elementary school and he wanted a BMX bike for his birthday, and you guys got it for him. It was more than $2,000. And remember what I got? I asked for a Barbie art kit, and you guys gave me construction paper and paint. I always knew you loved Oliver more than me. I can remember hundreds of stories like that.
So you knew. That's good. I don't need to keep explaining it to you. You should still appreciate that although you were never able to hold a candle to your brother, we did still raise you and let you stay in this house this long. We even paid for your college. You should be grateful for that. Well, that's about it. You should start looking for somewhere to rent right away. You'll need to arrange to move your stuff, too. Don't forget, I need you out by the end of the month. We're already arranging for someone to come renovate first thing next month.
Wait, what? By the end of this month? That's not enough time. How am I supposed to find somewhere and make all the arrangements?
That's not my concern. If you have a problem with that, I'm going to shorten the deadline to the end of this week. I'll get someone to pack your stuff and throw it on the curb if I have to. Good luck finding somewhere you can rent with your minimum wage bartender job. You should have taken life more seriously if you wanted to be able to afford a place sans cockroaches. Hey, buttface. How you doing? I heard Mom and Dad are finally kicking you out, huh? That's hilarious. Even your own parents can't stand you. Mom is so happy she says she's going to make a special celebratory dinner for us. She's so glad to have the disappointing loser daughter out of the house.
I bet. She's hated me all my life. I guess she was just waiting for a good excuse to come along. You're getting married to a rich, well-educated girl from a good family. That's exactly the kind of thing Mom wants to brag about to her friends. On top of that, you're willing to live in the house with her so she can fawn over you all day, and she gets to kick out her black sheep daughter that she's never approved of. She must be over the moon. This is the best-case scenario that she could have ever imagined.
Don't make yourself out to be the victim here. It's your own fault you're a failure and haven't accomplished anything worthwhile. Mom just appreciates excellence and hard work. She wants to be proud of her kid, which is only natural, I'd say. It's you that failed her as a daughter. Who doesn't get into art school? I mean, not just the art programs at universities, but actual plain old art schools. What a joke. And you have the nerve to talk like Mom's somehow a horrible mother that can't love her own child. I'd say she's the victim here, raising a worthless daughter all this time.
Seriously? You're the one that destroyed my art portfolio so I couldn't apply anywhere. You destroyed everything I'd drawn and painted all through high school.
If it meant so much to you, you shouldn't have left it out where I could find it. It was just sitting there on the living room sofa. My friends and I wanted to play with water balloons and water guns, so we needed a target. We just grabbed whatever we could find, you know? I mean, we were all pretty drunk, so I don't really remember that well.
Yeah, you totally ruined my life, but whatever. It was a long time ago. I'm not going to start digging up things from the past. There's no point rehashing it anyway. I hope you treat your fiancé better than you did me, though. I mean, you decided to marry her, so she must mean a lot to you. I'm guessing she doesn't know what a scumbag you are, right? She wouldn't be marrying you if she knew how bad you are. You'd better hide your ugly side real well, or she'll dump you for sure. I've seen your hateful, cruel side. It's not good.
You don't have to tell me, Diane. Marlene thinks I'm a kind and caring gentleman. This is a great opportunity for me, too. She makes good money and is okay to move in with Mom and Dad. I'm pretty lucky I found one that's good for my wallet and good for my family. I'm not letting a catch like that go. I'll act nice if I have to. It's part of the deal.
Okay, big brother, good luck with that. Your marriage is counting on it. You better not lose your temper and show your real self. Well, I'd better get back to work. My break is over and I'm needed for dinner prep. Oh, I almost forgot. Congratulations on your engagement, Oliver. I hope you have a great life together.
Diane, answer your phone. I need to talk to you. You need to come back home right away. If you're working, take some emergency leave or something. It's important. Just get over here as soon as possible.
Oh, hi, Mom. It's been a while. What's going on? Is everything okay? This is really out of the blue. What do you mean you want me to come home right away? Did something happen?
Oliver was in a car accident. He almost died, and he's had 5 surgeries already. They say his life is no longer in danger, thank God. But he's never going to be able to walk again, Diane. He's paralyzed from the waist down. There is a lot going on right now, and this is a family matter, and we need all hands on deck. We need to discuss what's going to happen, so we need you to come back immediately.
Oliver was in an accident? Oh my gosh! Paralyzed? How did this happen? It's going to change his life forever.
He was driving at night in the snow down Leicester Street and his car skidded going around that curve before High Park. He was thrown from the car right through his windshield. The force threw him straight into the guardrails and he was trapped there for 2 hours by the time someone found him. The doctors did everything they could and were able to save his life, but the damage to his spinal cord was irreversible. They told us he's going to be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life.
That's crazy. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Okay, so now you understand you need to get back here right away. You're needed here. Oliver is going to need daily care and treatment from now on. He's going to have to learn to do things gradually, but right now he can't even go to the washroom by himself. From now on, our whole family is going to have to pitch in to support your brother. He needs 24/7 care right now. You can get back here today, right? We're exhausted taking care of Oliver and talking to the doctors. We want you to take a shift this afternoon until tomorrow morning.
Sorry, Mom. I don't think I can make it over today on such short notice. I have work tomorrow, and I can't just take off. I would have to make arrangements before I go.
You're saying your work is more important than your own brother? How can you speak like that about your own family? Make arrangements? You need to get over yourself. You have a crap job anyone could do. Just find someone around the bar and get them to do it. Even a monkey could open bottles or pour drinks in a glass.
I've actually started my own business since I moved out. I can't really leave my work with someone else. I feel bad about the situation with Oliver, but there are 3 adults in the house that can help take care of him. I don't think you need me to be there. Maybe you get some rest and calm down, and think about how you're going to make things work in a realistic way. Look for different options.
We don't have that kind of time. Your dad and I are completely overwhelmed with all this. Marlene took off on the day of the accident, and we haven't heard from her since. We can't count on her to help take care of him. She actually stole the insurance payout Oliver got for his accident. She swiped it right from his bank account.
What? I thought she was a well-educated girl from a good family. What happened?
I mean, yeah, Marlene was nice. The thing is, Oliver was on a date with his girlfriend when he was in his accident. When Marlene went to see Oliver at the hospital, she found out he was having an affair. She was obviously shocked at the fact that her husband was in such a severe car crash, but the blow she received from hearing about Oliver's infidelity seems to have made her snap. She sat quietly for a while, stood up with no expression on her face, and just said she couldn't stand by a man who cheated on her, however badly he may be injured. Then she just walked out of the room. Nobody's seen her since. She completely abandoned your brother at his lowest point in life.
Oh, wow. What a nightmare. But I can understand her point of view. Oliver was cheating on her, right? You can't blame her for not wanting to stick around. I can see how the timing sucks, but Oliver being hurt doesn't change the fact that he was having an affair. It's a sad situation, for sure.
What are you talking about? This is not how a wife is supposed to act. If she leaves, it's just us parents here to support Oliver in his daily life. How is that going to work? Your dad's still working and is barely home. He's not going to be of much help. So it all comes down on my shoulders. But I'm getting up there in years too, and my back is not what it used to be. I'm worried I'm going to blow out my back and need care myself if I have to keep looking after a 200-pound man. There's no way we can manage on our own. We need you to come back and help out, Diane. Your family. Get back here right away. It's the least you could do to make up for all the times you disappointed us.
I'm sorry, Mom, but just telling me over and over again to come back home isn't going to make it possible. I have real responsibilities. I run an art gallery now, and I have a private viewing schedule tomorrow. I need to entertain investors and potential customers. I also run an art collective and have interviews and promotions coming up too. I honestly don't have any time to leave the city. Plus, there's plane tickets to buy. I can't just pop over for the day or anything like that.
Diane, you ungrateful little brat. I raised your no-good butt for more than 20 years. Your wonderful brother always helped me take care of you as you constantly messed up and cried for attention. Don't you think it's about time you repay him for all his kindness and attention while you were growing up? Only a truly heartless person would abandon her brother at a time like this.
I remember Oliver tormenting me as a child, breaking the things I love and constantly playing pranks on me and my friends. But I don't remember him ever being kind or helpful towards me growing up. It was mostly hateful bullying. Besides, if you want to talk about giving back to the successful brother, maybe you should apply that to yourself. You've been able to brag about his accomplishments to your friends and feel good about yourself through him for years now, right? I think it makes sense that you'd want to pay him back for all the good he's done for your life. You know, I do hear rumors about you guys sometimes from my friends back home. Oliver paid to renovate the house completely and make it into a duplex, right? That's surprisingly generous of him.
I know, but I can't do it by myself. My back is not strong enough and my knees are getting weaker too. It's too much for someone my age. Your brother needs our help, Diane. He's a paraplegic now. It's a family tragedy, but we need to find a way to get through this. This is the kind of thing that a family has to unite to take care of their own. You're part of this family, aren't you? As Oliver's younger sister, you have an obligation to your family to come home. Don't be an ingrate. Just do your part. Don't you feel bad for your brother? He's never going to be able to walk again. Not just walk. He's going to miss out on so many things in life.
Nope, sorry. I don't feel bad for him at all.
What? How can you say that?
Anyway, good luck taking care of your paralyzed son. I'm not going to be helping with his care. There's lots of ways to be a caregiver, even if your back and knees aren't what they used to be. Just look it up online. I'm sure you can find a tutorial video or something. As you always said, I might as well never open a book because I'm as dumb as a doorknob. But I'm sure a smart, successful woman like you could breeze through it. You could probably take a few courses or crack a few books and learn to be a caregiver no problem.
What? What are you talking about? I'm not going back to school. Stop being ridiculous and come back home. Just pack some stuff to stay for a few days for now and we'll figure the rest out later. This is a time for the family to come together. Don't be selfish. That's what families do.
Huh? Really? That's news to me. I thought a family is where they tear down people's hopes and dreams. A group where everybody gangs up on the weakest one and bullies her relentlessly until they finally kick her out completely.
Huh? What does this have to do with anything?
Well, that's the only kind of family I know. I don't know what you mean about being supportive. You understand. You're the one that ran me out of the house. You talked Dad into it and never looked back after it either.
Oh my God, Diane. Are you still mad about that? I guess you can hold a grudge for a long time. Look, that was just timing and circumstances, you know. There was nothing I could do about it. Oliver was getting married, and it's true that there wasn't any room for his fiancée at the time. You can understand that, right? Besides, I knew it was time for you to get out there in the world. And I was right. 3 years later, you have your own art gallery. That never would have happened if I didn't push you to get out there. I've always wanted the best for you, Diane. I didn't want to kick you out, but cared about you too much to let you stay. You weren't going to move on to the next stage in life if you just stayed living with your parents forever. I wanted you to have freedom and independence.
Wow, Mom. I had no idea you were so creative. Did you just come up with that on the spot? That's pretty impressive. Maybe you're where I got my creativity from. Yes, I'm independent now. To a point where even hearing that my brother was in a serious accident and became a paraplegic doesn't even faze me. Well, it was good talking to you. There seems to be a lot going on over there, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Good luck with the caregiving.
Wait, stop! You're not actually abandoning us, are you? You're just going to let us live like this? Taking care of your brother day and night by ourselves? You're really not going to come back. We're suffering here. We don't even know how to do half the things needed for his treatment. Oliver's going to have to be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life, Diane. And he'll have to go through painful physical therapy for years to be able to learn to use his body again.
I know, Mom. I'm not a monster. I'm not happy Oliver got hurt or that he can't walk. I didn't want his life to be ruined. But of course, it was kind of like he ruined my life. So I guess that's why I'm not so sympathetic about it. I really hit rock bottom when he destroyed my portfolio and sabotaged any chance of me going to art school. I literally thought my life was over.
What? What are you talking about? What's a portfolio?
You can ask Oliver about it. He may be paralyzed from the waist down, but he can still talk, right? There's going to be hours upon hours for you to spend time with him from now on. I'm sure he'll share a few stories about tormenting his sister growing up.
Wait, Diane, hear me out. Okay, I get it. You have a life now. You don't have to move back in. Just send us some money.
What? Money for what?
There are so many expenses. I don't even know where to start. Remember the renovation to make this house into a duplex? It wasn't just a little rearranging. We basically tore down half the house and rebuilt add-ons. It was very costly. The loan for all of the renovation costs were in Oliver's name, and he's responsible for all payments. Your brother's not going to be able to work for the foreseeable future, and he's had to quit his job already. Like I said, Marlene took all the insurance money Oliver got and disappeared, saying the money is for her emotional distress, so his bank account is almost empty at this point. If we don't start making payments soon, they're going to foreclose on this house. We'll have to move out.
Right. You need to make the loan payments for the renovation. Can't Dad handle it? He's still working.
The payments are so expensive we can't cover it on your father's salary. The renovation was crazy expensive, but Oliver made good money, so he signed off on it. If you're not going to help with taking care of Oliver, I can't go out and get a job, so somebody's going to have to pay the loan payments. I think if you're not going to pitch in physically, you should at least pitch in financially. Either way, something's going to have to be done. Oliver, unfortunately, can't take care of himself anymore. $2,000 a month should be enough to cover the loans and medical expenses. We're making decent money now, right? Come on, Diane. Help us out.
Now you want money, huh? You called me a useless loser for being a bartender for so long. It's pretty ironic you're asking me for money now. I wasn't mooching off you in my 20s. I saved up money bartending so I could start my studio. I worked at a bar frequented by artists and made a lot of connections. I built up my career at that bar, in a way. So you're going to ask a loser bartender that works in a grungy bar to send you financial support?
Well, I wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. I didn't want any of this. Your brother is in a wheelchair for life. I can't change that. I have to do something to help him live his best life going forward. He's my son. So I wouldn't even contact you, let alone ask you for money like this in normal circumstances. Whatever you want to call yourself now. You're still a lowlife. You're just peddling art instead of booze now. It kills me to have to beg an ungrateful brat like you for money, but I'll do whatever I have to for my Oliver. If you're not going to move in and help take care of Oliver's daily needs, the least you could do is help out with the financial burden. If you can't afford to send $2,000, send at least half of your paycheck to cover what you can. There's therapist costs. We need to buy a better wheelchair for him. We need every cent you can spare.
My base salary is $15K a month, but I make a lot from other revenue sources. Some commissions for high-end pieces can be as much as $200K to $500K. Of course, I run my own business, so I have expenses, but there are also grants and fundraising that I do, so it might be a little too complicated to explain it to you.
$500K? That's $500,000! Art is expensive. Sheesh.
Yeah, so I'd have to admit I can't afford to financially support you guys. This isn't about whether I can or not. It's about whether I want to or not. And I won't be paying for anything in this regard. Honestly, I couldn't care less what happens to any of you. You all berated me and tortured me and told me I wasn't welcome in my own family. Well, now you're not welcome in my life.
Wait, Diane, this is serious. Your salary is $15K a month? You're telling me the truth. Oliver wasn't even making that kind of money at his fancy firm, and he went to graduate school and got an MA. How can you, with basically no formal secondary education, be making so much? How is a loser bartender suddenly rich?
Have you ever considered that maybe I'm not a loser? Maybe I wasn't the perfect child like Oliver, but I have my merits. Maybe I deserved some love as well.
What are you complaining about now? I'm your mother. I raised you the best I could.
You never took an interest in what I was doing or said anything to encourage me growing up. Do you know how damaging that is to a little girl? My grades weren't as high as Oliver's, but I got mostly A's. I was a starter on the varsity volleyball team, but none of you ever came to watch a game. I think, though, above all, I wanted you to look at my art. I was so overshadowed by Oliver, I just wanted one thing I was good at, that you guys could be proud of. I guess that's how I became drawn to the misfits of society and really pursued my own self-expression. I even got recognized internationally this year.
There is no way. What do you mean, recognized internationally? You mean you're on a website or something?
Mom, I won the MacArthur Fellowship. It's one of the most prestigious awards you can get in the art world. It's a true honor, and every validation I need for everything I endured in my life. I have my business, I have my art, and I'm surrounded by wonderful, supportive people in my life. I think I like to dedicate my life to those around me who have supported me through everything, even when things were difficult.
Oh, so you won an award. Good for you. You can't live on awards, though. It sounds like you're doing okay for yourself for now, but it's not going to last. What you're talking about is easy money. It comes and goes fast. Your little fellowship is just for show. It doesn't guarantee anything.
Actually, the MacArthur Fellowship is $500K, paid out over 5 years. There's no restriction on what I can use it for. I can explore my truest expression without worrying about money or time. I guess I want to thank you for everything. I've become resilient. I can motivate myself to do what I want without relying on others. And I'm not dependent on my family to support me in any way. There was a lot of self-hate and loneliness in my life before, but the art it pushed me to create has made my life better beyond any dream I could have imagined. You know, I think I'm going to leave my art gallery in the hands of the art collective I started and move to Europe with my husband for a few years.
What? You're married? When did you get married?
Let's see. Almost 2 years ago? I didn't think to invite you since you told me never to contact you again.
I wouldn't have attended anyway. So you married some art hippie like you. Does he work or do you have to pay for him?
He's great, actually. He works in IT. We're very happy together and have a sweet little daughter. She just turned 6 months old.
So you make more money than Oliver, and you had a child. Oliver and Marlene were too worried about their careers to have a baby. This isn't fair.
Sorry I rattled on about my life that long. I guess I still have some resentment towards being called a loser all my life. I don't need your approval or praise, but I want you to know I turned out just fine, despite being told otherwise every chance you got. I'm fine with the past now, but I don't see myself ever going past acceptance and actually forgiving you. I feel nothing towards any of you anymore. You're not family to me. Despite what happened to Oliver being tragic and life-changing for him, I don't owe you or Oliver anything, and don't feel moved to action in any way.
Please don't say that, Diane. I'm sorry you felt so lonely growing up. I'm sorry we were so mean to you about everything. We were wrong. You're not a loser. You proved that. Your dad is really sorry too. He says he just didn't know what to do. He thought it was just sibling rivalry. Oliver is apologizing too. He says he's sorry. He says what happened to him is karma, that he deserves this for what he did to you.
So he's saying he deserves to be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life? He really does say whatever it takes to try to get what he wants. I'm not going to be manipulated by him anymore.
Diane, he's crying. Are you saying you don't believe your brother? He's helpless. Please, Diane, don't give up on your family. We can resolve any issues that come up. Please, help your brother out. Help your mom and dad out. We had happy times together, I'm sure of it. Let's just start over as a family. Don't give up on us.
People don't change, Mom. Being a family or blood-related doesn't excuse abuse or bullying. I understand that family is portrayed as this loving, warm, supportive bunch that should always care for each other no matter what. But my reality was different. A toxic environment is harmful, and I can't put myself or my family in harm's way again. My family, my husband and daughter, deserve better than that.
What? You're not even letting us see our first granddaughter? Diane, we've dreamt of having grandchildren for years.
You do have a grandchild now. I'm just not going to let you be involved in her life. Maybe I should say I wouldn't want you guys making a bad impression.
Wait, so you're just cutting ties with us?
You kicked me out of the family 3 years ago. I'm not going back because I suit your needs now. Please don't contact me or my family ever again.
Diane, wait!
I blocked Mom, Dad, and Oliver's phone numbers immediately after, so I haven't talked to any of them since. My hometown friends updated me on what's going on, though. Apparently, my mother refused to move out of the duplex and was adamant they make it work. Dad had no choice but to take on a second job working nights as a security guard, but at 64, it's doubtful he can keep working like this for long. Mom is doing most of the caregiving for Oliver and works part-time at the animal shelter to pay for his physical therapy sessions. Unfortunately, Oliver doesn't appreciate any of their efforts and has grown bitter having lost everything: his marriage, his job, and his freedom. Rumor has it he spends all day on Google Street View looking for Marlene and refuses to cooperate at physical therapy or at home with Mom. He's verbally and physically abusive towards Mom now, so I guess she's experiencing what I grew up with now. Sorry, not sorry.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.